Hi! Hello everyone, welcome back to Rosamund's Mandarin Garden. If you've been learning Chinese for a while, you've probably come across sentences like these. 我想起来了，我想起来了。我快干不下去了，我快干不下去了。这个项目什么时候能做出来？这个项目什么时候能做出来？你的胡子长出来了，你的胡子长出来了。Many learners find these expressions quite confusing. Words like 起来、出来、下去 just describe physical movement and direction. 起来 means up, 出来 means out, 下去 means down. So why on earth do they also mean things like remember, continue, or produce a result? Is there any logic behind these usages? Let's hold that thought for a second. When I was studying English, I noticed something really fascinating. A lot of English prefixes are actually all about a sense of space. They describe the literal path of a movement. And based on this exact logic, a huge number of abstract words in English are actually spatial metaphors. Take the phrase dismiss an employee. It doesn't just mean physically moving someone away, it means separating them from a firm, or discard something. It literally means throwing it out of your circle and not keeping it anymore. Now, can you see the similarity? This phenomenon is actually quite universal across languages, extending physical movement paths and spatial relationships into abstract metaphors. These words are everywhere in Chinese daily life. Once you grasp their physical spatial meanings and see how they naturally stretch into abstract concepts, your Chinese will instantly sound authentic. In today's video, we are going to crack the code behind this logic. Before we look at their extended meanings, let's start with their basic functions. All of these words describe physical direction and movement, and they are always understood from the speaker's point of view. 来 from far to near, 去 from near to far, 出 from inside to outside, 进 from outside to inside, 上 from a lower position to a higher one, 下 from a higher position to a lower one, 起 moving upward, 过 passing or crossing a reference point. Now, let's look closer at 起. It also means moving upwards, which sounds similar to 上. 起 emphasizes the very moment of leaving the starting point or shifting from a static state to a dynamic one. It cares about the beginning of the movement, not where it will eventually end up. Think of 起床 or 起立 上, on the other hand, cares about the destination. The end point must be higher than the starting point. So while both go up, 上 focuses on the finishing line and 起 focuses on the starting line. The last one is 过. It simply means passing or crossing a reference point. It emphasizes a change in position regardless of the specific direction. For example, 过马路过年过了今天 When we combine these basic verbs, they form powerful directional combos. Let's look at a few everyday scenarios. 出来 outwards and towards you. 进来 inwards and towards you. 出去 outward and away from you. 进去 inward and away from you. Imagine this. You are waiting outside a house for a friend, and you shout to the person inside. 你快出来啊，我们马上要迟到了。你快出来啊，我们马上要迟到了。If you are the host inside the house and it starts pouring rain, you tell the guest at the door, 雨下大了，快进来。雨下大了，快进来。If you and your family are all inside the house, you say to them, 等会儿我要出去一下。等会儿我要出去一下。If you and a friend are both outside, you tell him, 你进去帮我拿本书出来。你进去帮我拿本书出来。We have other combos too. 上来上去 moving upwards and towards you or away from you. 下来下去 moving downwards and towards you or away from you. What about 过? If you want to emphasize the process of passing by, just add 过. For example, 你过来，你过来，你过去，你过去，你不要走过来走过去，你不要走过来走过去。Chinese doesn't stop at physical movement. These directional words are constantly used to describe abstract experiences, memory, understanding, change, continuation, appearance, and even emotions. Let's look at the first group, 起来,下去, which function as markers of starting and continuation. In older grammar books, these two were treated just like aspect markers, such as 遮,了,过. Nowadays, we view them as flexible uses of complements, which actually makes it much simpler to understand. 起来,下去,起来,下去. 起来 means an action or state is starting or will continue. If the verb doesn't have an object, just attach 起来 right after it. But if the verb does have an object, the object must be sandwiched between 起 and 来. For example, 看到这感人的一幕，他情不自禁地哭起来。看到这感人的一幕，他情不自禁地哭起来。我记起来了，我记起来了，我们是小学同学。我记起来了，我们是小学同学。他没有理会旁人，自顾自地讲起他的故事来。他没有理会旁人，自顾自地讲起他的故事来。什么事儿这么高兴？怎么还唱起歌来了？什么事儿这么高兴？怎么还唱起歌来了？ Now you may ask, if the complement 起来 means to start, what's the difference between it and the regular verb 开始? What's the difference between these two structures? Chinese sentences usually follow chronological order or the order of human perception. If we use the first expression, the beginning is usually planned, expected, or intentionally initiated, like a director executing a script. 演员开始入场了，演员开始入场了，情绪到了，开始放音乐，情绪到了，开始放音乐，高潮来了，开始哭，高潮来了，开始哭。But if we use the second expression, it describes a change that becomes noticeable after it has already started. Therefore, it's perfect for sudden, unexpected changes, like the weather or human emotions. For example, 天凉起来了，天凉起来了，忽然刮起风来了，忽然刮起风来了。他怎么哭起来了？他怎么哭起来了？他的病终于好起来了，他的病终于好起来了。下去 means an action is continuing into the future. Unlike 起来，下去 rarely takes an object. If it does, you cannot sandwich it in the middle. The object must either go at the very end or be brought to the front as the topic of the sentence. For example, 这个工作我干不下去了。这个工作我干不下去了。你一定要坚持下去。你一定要坚持下去。这个总统他是一直要做下去吗？这个总统他是一直要做下去吗？出来，出去，出来，出去。出 means from inside to outside. In the abstract world, this extends to from hidden to visible. So when 出来 acts as a complement, it means something is created, materialized, or made clear, basically going from nothing to something. For example, 太久没照看了，院子里杂草都长出来了。太久没照看了，院子里杂草都长出来了。才一天不见，你的胡子就长出来了。才一天不见，你的胡子就长出来了。客户要的方案下午能不能做出来？客户要的方案下午能不能做出来？你要想个办法出来啊！你要想个办法出来啊 ！What about 出去？去 means moving away, so it naturally extends to spreading outwards or leaking. It loves pairing with nouns like news, secrets, or rumors. For example, 这个消息谁都不能泄露出去。 这个消息谁都不能泄露出去。是谁把谣言散播出去的？是谁把谣言散播出去的？告诉我，我绝对不说出去。告诉我，我绝对不说出去。过来过去，过来过去。This pair have relatively fixed combinations, so you can just memorize them as collocations. Besides physical movements, they describe shifts in cognition or consciousness. 过来 shifting from abnormal state back to a normal state. It pairs with verbs like 醒 wake up, 活 revive, 明白 realize or understand. 过去 shifting from a normal state to an abnormal state. It pairs with verbs like 昏 晕 faint or 死 die. For example, 我才明白过来，我才明白过来。昏迷了几个月，他终于醒过来了。昏迷了几个月，他终于醒过来了。没说两句话，他又晕了过去。没说两句话，他又晕了过去。他受了重伤，昏死过去。他受了重伤，昏死过去。Let's recap. 起来 means beginning. 下去 means continuation. 出来 means appearance or discovery. 出去 means spreading outwards. 过来 means shifting back to normal. 过去 means shifting to abnormal. These abstract meanings all grow naturally from our basic physical experiences. Once you understand this underlying logic, directional complements will stop feeling like random, annoying grammar rules. Choosing the right words will become an intuition, just like a native speaker. That concludes today's lesson. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Your support means a lot to me. See you next time. Bye. Bye.